Hey guys, welcome to the Mediapoint website. I'm going to show you how to log in and use our IQ system to make an order and anything else and get quotes. So when you go to the Mediapoint website, if you see up top, there's a login button. So if you don't remember the link or if you don't want to save the link, which is up here, you can always get to it that way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to log in with my test account. So you'll put your username and password in and you'll hit the sign in. If you forget your password, you've got to forget password option there to reset it as well. So when you go in, what will happen is you'll see your screen and you'll see like a value of jobs and you'll get a range of factors. So to do a quote, firstly what you want to do is go to start order and you'll go to simplified product. Next you'll have a range of products to choose from. So we'll go into boards flatbed printed. And what we've done with this category is we've separated the stocks based on the actual stock type. Inside there's different brands for that stock type. It's a lot less confusing than the old way of doing it and pretty concise and clean. So we'll just go for core flute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm in the screen now. First thing is asking if I want 1 or 2 sideds of printing. It also tells me what DPI we're printing this at, so you've got all the information you need there. You've also got 5mm, or you've got 3 and 5mm, so you can select what thickness you'd like. And you can select your size. If you're not happy with the size that is here, just go to the custom function like I have here. And if your size doesn't work, for example, I'll put in 1500 by 800. I know this isn't going to work. And if I go to, I can select finishing options. If I want eyelets, I can do that as well. But if I go to get price, it's going to throw an error. And at the moment, there's an issue with sizing. But what you need to do is put the smallest size first. So I go to get price. So that pricing there has 4 eyelets in there. If you wanted to change it, you could start again, get your sizing right, and it'll come up with a screen of how many eyelets to pick from. Now I will choose the unit, so I'll just go with 1 for now. And it's got a price of $45.09. Now my next thing is to go to the freight option. So when I go to the freight option, I can enter an address, or I can select an existing one. So we'll just select a test address here. The delivery contact as well is important. Whatever name and email address that is on that name, they will get an email notification when the order goes out. So it will come from a Gmail account, so it's not pointing to us. So just a lot of customers put their customer addresses in. We don't want to be seen, so we deliberately do that so it doesn't look like it's coming from us. You've also got a range of shipping options you can pick from. So you can have a look at the pricing and go with whatever's cheaper. Or whatever's quicker. So Air Express is always the quickest. Road service is obviously slower, and it just depends on what the postcode is of how long it will take to get there. Next, you're going to go to quote details, and from here you can import any POs or special instructions. You can also download a quote from here. So that will download in a sec. And then the next thing is, if you've got any questions about the product, the first thing I would do is actually go to the website. Building an itinerary of all our stocks and products. So if you go into the products, rigid boards and core flute, and you go here, you'll actually find there's a spec sheet on the product. There's frequently asked questions. There's all our artwork spec guides. There's also finishing options. You can actually see and feel what the actual finish is. So that's a key point. So a lot of your questions will be answered. And if there's something that isn't there, flick us an email and we'll help you out, and we'll actually use it as a prompt to add to this, just to make this a nice little knowledge base so you can get your quotes and information you need there, and then when your customer's asking you to help you win the work. So this quote's here, so you can download that. Download and you've got that as a reference. So it's got the quote number, it's got where it's going to, it's also got all the finishing and everything like that. Cool. So if I get out of this quote, I can go to view quotes. I can actually see that quote I just did is up here. I can always go back to it. I can also go back to view orders. So when we put this order through, you can actually see what's in here. You can also see when it got dispatched. You can see when it got accepted. If you go into the job, delivery tracking, you can see the tracking number and how it went out. So if you want to come back to it, you can actually get what you need. So, this is when a customer rings you, you can actually let them know what's going on exactly. Let's go back to the quote and actually physically put it in. So I'm happy with all this. If I wanted to add an item, I can add a product by clicking Add Simplified Product up here in the shopping cart, or I can edit this order. I can always come back to and edit it by going to the Edit button. Just please note when you go back to a product, you need to do the top section again, because if you don't click that green button below it, what will end up happening is it won't price properly. You need to click that to just alter the order. So now I'm going to go to Complete Order. Now I need to submit artwork. So what I'll do is I'll just put some dummy artwork in here. Cool. So I've put some dummy artwork in there. It needs to be a PDF. Also, if you have a job with multiple artworks and quantities, just put the quantities at the end of the file name. If you've got any supporting documents as well, like shipping labels or anything like that, and the supporting documents, everything needs to be a PDF when it comes through our system. So we know that's how our system operates, and we can actually see it and we can proof it as it's coming through. So what will happen now, we'll go to confirm. Prepaid customers as well will get a payment screen, but as this customer's on account, it will go straight to ordering, and you can see now this job is in production. What will happen as the job goes through production, these tabs will move, and we'll add a tracking number, and a tracking number email will come out. If you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to help you. If you have any issues using it the first time, I'm happy to walk you through it as well. But once you're using it, what we found is customers that are on it end up quoting more and winning more work over time. They just build up and they know they can get stuff instantly. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching in.